There is a place on Earth such that if it survives, all living beings, animals, and plants can continue to live in balance. But if that place is destroyed, all life on Earth will slowly move towards destruction. That place is the Amazon rainforest. This forest is so vast that its area is about 5.5 million square kilometers. In other words, even if Bangladesh were placed side by side 37 times, there would still be empty space left. Not only that, the entire country of India could fit inside the Amazon twice. It could even cover nearly half of Europe. The Amazon is not owned by a single country. It spreads across 9 nations: Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Bolivia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. This forest is so dense that if someone were left alone in its center, it could take over a year to find their way out. It is called a rainforest because it rains almost every day. Rain is not a season here, it is a daily reality. The forest is so thick that even after rain falls on the canopy, it can take about 10 minutes to reach the ground. About 90–95% of sunlight is blocked by the dense upper layers, making the forest floor dim even during the day. Trees grow in layers: tall trees above, smaller trees below, then shrubs, vines, and ferns, creating a jungle within a jungle. Scientists estimate that the Amazon is home to over 430 species of mammals, 1,300 species of birds, 400 species of reptiles, 1,000 species of amphibians, 3,000 species of fish, and more than 2.5 million species of insects. That's nearly 5 million different species, about 10% of all known species on Earth. Each large tree can host hundreds of animals: birds, insects, frogs, and snakes, like a small ecosystem. New species are discovered here every year, and scientists still haven't identified them all. The forest transforms between day and night. Daytime creatures like birds and monkeys give way to nocturnal hunters like snakes and frogs, creating 2 different worlds in one forest. One of the most famous animals here is the anaconda, the heaviest snake in the world. It can grow up to 30 feet long and weigh around 250 kilograms. It is not venomous. Instead, it kills by wrapping around its prey and suffocating it. Its jaws can stretch enough to swallow large animals whole. Another creature is the bullet ant, known for having one of the most painful stings in the world. Its sting feels like being shot, and the pain can last 12 to 24 hours. Some Amazon tribes use it in painful rituals to prove bravery. The Amazon River flowing beside the forest is the most powerful river in the world. It is about 6,400 kilometers long and carries around 20% of the world's river water. Every second, it releases about 200,000 cubic meters of water into the Atlantic Ocean. The river is home to dangerous creatures like the black caiman, a top predator that can grow up to 20 feet long, and the electric eel, which can produce up to 800 volts of electricity to stun its prey. In 2007, a man named Martin Strel swam the entire Amazon River in 66 days. He swam 8 to 10 hours a day, resting at night, and was supported by a team to ensure safety. There is also a boiling river in the Amazon region of Peru called Shanay Timpishka, where water temperatures can exceed 90 degrees Celsius. Any animal falling into it would die within seconds. Around 500 indigenous tribes live in the Amazon, with over 100 still completely isolated from modern civilization. Many of them have no idea about the outside world. In the early 20th century, British explorer Percy Fawcett believed there was a lost ancient city deep in the Amazon, which he called the Lost City of Z. In 1925, he ventured into the jungle with his son and a companion, and they were never seen again. The Amazon is not just a forest, it is a living mystery. It teaches us that not everything on Earth is meant to be conquered. Some places are meant to be respected. Even today, the Amazon continues to exist silently, following its own rules, remaining one of the greatest mysteries on Earth.
But the story of the Amazon does not end there, because what lies beneath its beauty is also a silent warning to the entire world. Scientists say the Amazon is often called the lungs of the Earth. This is because the forest produces a huge amount of oxygen and absorbs massive quantities of carbon dioxide. But what many people don't know is that the Amazon doesn't just produce oxygen, It regulates the global climate system. It controls rainfall patterns not only in South America, but also influences weather in North America, Africa, and even parts of Asia. If the Amazon changes, the entire planet feels it. In recent years, scientists have started worrying about something called the tipping point. This means if too much of the forest is destroyed, it may no longer be able to support itself. Instead of a lush rainforest, large parts of the Amazon could slowly turn into dry grasslands. And once that happens, it may never recover. Every year, thousands of square kilometers of the Amazon are lost due to deforestation. Trees are cut down for farming, cattle ranching, mining, and road construction. From above, satellites show large scars appearing on the green surface of the forest, like wounds on the earth itself. But even in this destruction, the Amazon fights back in its own way. When a tree falls, sunlight suddenly reaches the ground for the first time in years. This triggers a burst of life. Tiny plants, fungi, and insects immediately begin rebuilding the ecosystem. Within days, nature starts repairing itself. The Amazon is one of the few places on Earth where life recovers this fast. Deep inside the forest, there are trees that are older than many civilizations. Some giant kapok and mahogany trees can live for hundreds, even over 1,000 years. Their roots connect with fungi underground, forming a hidden communication network sometimes called the Wood Wide Web. Through this network, trees can share nutrients, warn each other about danger, and even support weaker trees. It's like a silent society living beneath the soil. But above ground, another world exists, one of survival. Jaguar, the silent hunter of the Amazon, moves without sound through the shadows. It is the strongest big cat relative to its size, capable of crushing skulls with a single bite. Unlike most cats, jaguars love water and often hunt along rivers. High above in the canopy, monkeys leap from branch to branch, rarely touching the ground their entire lives. Some species, like spider monkeys, use their tails like a fifth hand to swing through the trees with incredible speed. And then there are the plants, some of them more dangerous than animals. Certain trees produce toxic sap that can burn skin on contact. Others release chemicals into the air when attacked by insects, warning nearby plants to prepare their defenses. In this forest, even plants have survival strategies. At night, the Amazon transforms completely again. The forest becomes alive with glowing eyes and strange sounds. Frogs call in rhythmic patterns, insects create a constant electric buzz, and predators begin their silent hunts. Some parts of the forest are so dark that even a few meters ahead cannot be seen. In this darkness, sound becomes more important than sight. For indigenous tribes, the Amazon is not just home, it is life itself. They use plants as medicine, food, and even spiritual tools. Many modern medicines today are inspired by Amazonian plants, including treatments for pain, infections, and even cancer research. Scientists believe there are still thousands of plants here that have never been studied. But despite its importance, the Amazon is disappearing faster than ever. And the most dangerous part is not just what we are losing, but what we still don't understand. Because every time a tree is cut, a species may vanish before we even discover it. Every time a river is polluted, an ecosystem may collapse silently. And every time a fire spreads, a piece of Earth's memory is erased forever. The Amazon does not belong to one country, it belongs to the entire planet. It is a system that connects all life together in ways we are still trying to understand. And maybe that is why it remains so mysterious. Because the Amazon is not just a forest you visit, it is a living world that watches, adapts, and remembers. A world that could continue for millions of years, or disappear much sooner than we ever imagined.